Today on Rev'd Garage, we're going to be working on our Ford Explorer, our 91 Explorer that we got at Copart for $175. And well, let me cut this truck off because it's a little loud. We got the Explorer out here in the driveway. Oh, there's my little buddy helper right there. There's my youngest son. He's gonna be helping me out a little bit today. We're gonna work on this thing. You know what, guys? You don't have to have a big fancy garage to work on cars. You know, we do have a two-car garage here on our house, but there's no room in there to work on cars. So, man, all you really need is one of these 10 by 10 tents, especially on a day like today that is rainy and just nasty. But the temperature is wonderful. It is 65 degrees here in January in North Carolina, which is amazing. But yeah, we're gonna work on this thing a little bit. We're gonna start tearing it down, pull the wheel off, put it up on jack stands, and do our thing to it here. We've got our tools laid out back here. We've got our Harbor Freight Daytona jack, some other Harbor Freight tools. Got our PB blaster, which is, man, that stuff is amazing. Ryobi impact wrench and some sockets, Pittsburgh sockets from Harbor Freight as well. You don't have to have big expensive tools to work on your car. Harbor Freight tools are well made. They will last. They're inexpensive, and they'll just do the job. So we're out here with the Explorer. We're gonna take the tire off, jack this thing up, and start taking apart what's right here in this wheel hub here and figure out why this wheel is sitting like the way it is. It's all kicked out here to the left. Definitely something because of this impact here, and we're gonna figure that out. Here. And so if you look at this a little bit, you can see how this spring is curved toward the back, meaning the whole axle is shifted back. We can see how we have the tire rub here. That's from the impact on the front. So it looks like the cross member back here where the torsion bar is connected, and the torsion bar itself looks like it's going to have to be replaced. Doesn't look like it's too hard to do. Just a few bolts. Just got to find it. Just got to find the parts. And so there's where we are, because that's why we're sitting the way we're sitting. If you see, I'm looking at it, and it's, if you look here, like here, you can see how this part, this is part of this side of the axle is pushed back farther than that side. It's a little crooked. That's our issue. We'll figure all that out and get that thing ordered. We'll figure it out and order the parts, and it's gonna be a little bit more wrenching than what I wanted to do, but we can figure this out, man. We can get this together and get it going. We're probably gonna pull off this fender today, and now that we got this figured out, and now we know where to go. Now we're gonna go from here. I really want to get this thing driving on the street because I really want to take it for a ride. I'm not a Ford guy, but this thing is really, really cool. Red on red, and I'm not a Rev'd fan either. But something about a red interior, red carpet, red everything, man, it's pretty awesome. All right. I do suggest if you're taking a car apart, if you're working on more than one car at a time, take all your parts as you take them off, place them in one box, one tub, something. That way you know. I grabbed this red tub for the red vehicle that we're working on right now, and so we're gonna start throwing these lug nuts and other pieces, and actually we'll probably end up storing this in the back of the Explorer. So yeah, now it's time to take this apart. Alright, so I've taken all the screws out of the front of this piece here. It goes across the top of the grill. Gonna bag these screws up, man. This is what you need to do: is you take these screws and you bag them up, label on the bag with a Sharpie what it is and where it goes. That way you don't forget when you're working on stuff. I think this piece here, I think we can straighten it out enough to use again. We are going to replace the bumper, but I think we can straighten this thing out right here good enough to use and keep it original. That bumper took a lot of impact right here on the corner, but then it also, the tire took a lot of impact as well. Now we're going to take the drill, we're going to remove this inner fender here, and so we can get to the last bolt on the fender here and remove the fender. And next thing, we'll probably gonna vacuum the thing out, start cleaning up the inside a little bit, and maybe take some of these other parts off, start looking for parts, and hopefully get this thing back on the road soon. Here. It is the radius arm is what I need, and then the cross member that the radius arm connects to. That's where it's bent, that's what's pushing this axle back. And so I'm gonna look online, order those parts there for that, and that should fix us up here. I may go ahead and put new shocks on the front of this thing, because these shocks are looking mighty sad. And so the other shock on the other side looks about the same, rusted. So probably gonna go ahead and do that. Might as well when I've got to take it off anyway, so put new ones on. On the next video, you'll see us putting these parts on, getting it all fixed up and washing it, making it look pretty, buffing her out. You know, the interior is not bad. The interior is not that bad. There's a little dirt here and there, but a quick vacuum and she'll be good to go. We got 1 or 2 little tears back there in the headliner, but other than that, she's pretty nice on the inside. And it doesn't smell funky. It doesn't smell funky at all. So I'm really excited to get this thing on the road, drive it, and have a little fun before we pass it on to someone else who needs a new vehicle. I'm tempted to keep it, but it's got that bad word on the front of it. It's got a 4-letter word on the front of it, F-O-R-D, and well, those don't stay in my driveway very long. Alright, so we got the thing cleaned out, vacuumed out, wiped down. I know she doesn't look a whole lot different, but it is a little shinier and a little less dirty. We wiped it all down. All the plastic got some armor on it. We didn't put anything on these seats yet, but wiped down the door jambs, got them looking a lot cleaner. Let me get around here to the back. We got this all cleaned up right in here, wiped off the strut, wiped it all down with some Armor All. Yeah, that plastic's a little faded. Got the seats laying down back there because we just vacuumed out the back. Got it as clean as we could get it. I think she's looking pretty good. Looking really red. I like it. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications of new videos. We'll see you next time.